Sairam children, so welcome back. I hope you all did your exams really well. Yes, I believe the papers were quite easy. Yes. So today, getting back to studies, in our English session, we're going to do new voices and we're going to start with a new chapter. Children, we have seen that many times you all laugh or make fun of your friends, right? If they do something different or they act differently, we tend to laugh at them, we make fun of them. Is it right to do so? Would you like it if somebody made fun at you and laughed at you? Or many times it also happens that when a new child comes to our class, we are not ready to accept that child as a friend, right? Just imagine if you were in that child's place and nobody was ready to accept you. Would you like it? No, right? So today's lesson is also about the same topic. In this lesson, there's a small duckling, a baby duck, who feels really sad when it is not accepted by its brothers and is made fun of and laughed at by the other animals and birds. So what does this duckling undergo and what changes takes place is what we're going to see in this chapter. Okay, so today we're going to start with a new chapter, chapter 15, The Ugly Duckling. Again, we'll be doing this lesson in parts. So today we're going to start with part 1. And as usual, before we start a new chapter, we are going to learn the new words that comes in this chapter. So I hope you all are ready with your rough book. I'm going to spell out the words. You all are going to repeat it after me 3 times and also note down the words in your rough book. After the session is over, you're going to write these words 3 times each and learn the words. Okay. Now children, here in the live sessions, I'm going to check whether you all have written the words and also whether you all are able to remember the words that we have learned. So make sure that you write it and you learn the words, because randomly I'll be calling out any name and I'm going to check whether you all have learned the words. Okay, so now let's start with the word. In your rough notebook, write today's date. Yes, chapter 15, The Ugly Duckling, and new words. So let's begin. The first word is wondered. 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 Yes, let's go to the next. Strange. 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 The next is outgrowing. Out. Growing. Outgrowing. Yes. Out. Growing. Outgrowing. Yes, children. Out. Growing. Together it is outgrowing. The next word, astonished. Astonished. Yes. A-S, Astonished. 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 Next is glided. 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 Glided means moving smoothly. Okay. Can I move to the next? completed with these words? Okay, so we'll go to the next word, the sixth one, clumsy. C-L-U-M-S-Y, clumsy. C-L-U-M-S-Y, clumsy. The next is overhead. O-V-E-R-H-E-A-D, overhead. O-V-E-R-H-E-A-D, overhead. The next one, S-L-E-N-D-E-R, slender. S-L-E-N-D-E-R, slender. S-L-E-N-D-E-R, slender. Next one, admiringly. A-D-M-I-R-I-N-G-L-Y, admiringly. A-D-M-I-R-I-N-G-L-Y, admiringly. A-D-M-I-R-I-N-G-L-Y, admiringly. The next one, majestically. Majestically. M-A-J-E-S-T-I-C-A-L-L-Y, majestically. M-A-J-E-S-T-I-C-A-L-L-Y, majestically. Migrating. M-I-G-R-A-T-I-N-G, migrating. M-I-G-R-A-T-I-N-G, migrating. M-I-G-R-A-T-I-N-G, migrating. Okay, the next one, survive. S-U-R-V-I-V-E, survive. S-U-R-V-I-V-E, survive. S-U-R-V-I-V-E, survive. And the next is winged. W-I-N-G-E-D, winged. W-I-N-G-E-D, winged. W-I-N-G-E-D, winged. Okay, children? Clear? Noted down all the words? Okay, now let's move ahead. We are going to frame sentences from some of these words. Okay? The first one is wondered. W-O-N-D-E-R-A-D, wondered. Wondered is thinking of something or wanting to know something, whether that thing has taken place. Okay? So W-O-N-D-E-R-E-D, wondered. Thinking whether something has taken place or something is going to take place. Wanting to know something. That is the meaning of this word, wondered. Now let's frame a sentence using this word, wondered. Okay? We wondered what the new boy in our class would be like. We wondered what the new boy in our class would be like. Yes, we wanted to know what the new boy who was going to join our class would be like. So we wondered what the new boy in our class would be like. We wondered what the new boy in our class would be like. Clear? Understood? Let's move to the next word. Astonished. A-S-T-O-N-I-S-H-E-D, astonished. Surprised by something? Yes, astonished means surprised. So let's see the meaning of the sentence that we can make with this word. All her friends were astonished to see her sing at the gathering. All her friends were astonished to see her sing at the gathering. Yeah. All her friends were astonished to see her sing at the gathering. Clear? I hope you all have understood, children. Let's move to the next. Showered. Yes, showered means showing or giving something. Showered, Showered, showered. Okay, here showered means giving or showing something. Okay, now let's see what sentence we can make with this word. Rekha's grandparents showered with lots of love and gifts when she visited them last month. Okay, Rekha's grandparents. One second. Rekha's grandparents showered her with lots of love and gifts when she visited them last month. Okay, Rekha's grandparents showered her with lots of love and gifts when she visited them last month. Clear, children? I hope you all are following this. Yes? Let's move to the next one. Glided. Glided means moving smoothly on a surface. Okay? Moving smoothly on a surface. So let's see what sentence we can make with this word. The pilot glided the plane to a safe landing. The pilot glided the plane to a safe landing. The pilot glided the plane to a safe landing. Clear? I hope you all have followed everything till here. So let's begin with the lesson now. Yes, chapter 15, The Ugly Duckling. Yes, let's start. This story has been written by Hans Christian Andersen. He was born in 1805 and he died in 1875. He was an author and poet and was born in Odense in Denmark and was the son of a poor shoemaker and a washerwoman. He used to write stories also and poems also. And he was born in Odense in Denmark. His father was a shoemaker and his mother was a washerwoman. He wrote many poems, plays, stories, and travel essays, but he is best known for more than 150 fairy tales that he published in different collections during his life. He has written everything. He has written poems, plays, stories, or travel essays, but he is known for his 150 fairy tales that he has written during his lifetime and which he has published in different collections. Okay, so today's chapter is also one such fairy tale from his collections. So let's begin. The Ugly Duckling. Once upon a time, down on an old farm lived a duck family. Mother duck had been sitting on a batch of new eggs for some days. Okay, so on an old farm lived a duck family, and mother duck had been sitting on a batch of new eggs for some days. Batch means group of same things. Okay, there were more than one, many eggs, so the eggs together was known as batch of new eggs, and she was sitting on them. Why? To hatch them, right? So mother duck had been sitting on a batch of new eggs for some days. One nice morning, the eggs hatched and out popped four chirpy ducklings. But one egg was bigger than the rest and it didn't hatch. So one nice morning, the eggs finally hatched and out popped four chirpy ducklings. Out came four ducklings. But one egg was bigger than the rest and it did not hatch. It didn't hatch. So one nice morning, the ducks hatched and out popped four chirpy ducklings. But one egg was bigger than the rest and it didn't hatch. Mother duck couldn't remember laying that fifth egg. How did it get there? Tock, tock, the little prisoner was pecking inside his shell. Did I count the eggs incorrectly? Mother duck wondered. Now Mother duck was confused. She did not remember laying the fifth egg. According to her, she had laid only four eggs, and she was wondering, she was trying to recollect from where did the fifth egg come. And Tock Tock, the little prisoner. Why prisoner? Because the little duck was inside the egg, and from inside it was trying to peck and break the shell and come out. So the sound it was making was tock tock, and the duck was pecking from inside its shell. And she was wondering, the mother duck was wondering whether I did not count properly, whether I counted incorrectly. Maybe I had laid five eggs and I made a mistake in counting my eggs. Okay, so let's see. Mother duck couldn't remember laying that fifth egg. How did it get there? Tock tock. The little prisoner was pecking inside his shell. Did I count the eggs incorrectly? Mother duck wondered. But before she had time to think about it, the last egg finally hatched. Sorry. A strange looking duckling with grey feathers that should have been yellow gazed at the worried mother. But before she had time to think about it, from where did the last egg come? The egg finally hatched, and a strange looking duckling with grey feathers that should have been yellow gazed at a worried mother. So finally, the big egg breaks and the duckling comes out. And the mother is worried. Why? Because the duckling looked strange. It was not like her other ducklings who had yellow feathers. This duckling had grey feathers. uh, and it was a little bigger in size than her other ducklings. So she was worried from where did this come? And she didn't understand it, and she just kept looking at the new duckling. Okay, so before she had time to think about it, the last egg finally hatched. A strange looking duckling with grey feathers that should have been yellow gazed at a worried mother. Okay, why strange looking? Because the ducklings had yellow feather and this duckling had grey feathers. That is why she was strange looking. She looked different from the other ducklings. I can't understand how this ugly duckling can be one of mine, she said to herself, shaking her head as she looked at her last born. As she kept looking at the little one, she kept wondering, I can't understand how this ugly duckling can be one of mine, she said to herself, shaking her head as she looked at her last born. She was not ready to believe that this duckling which looked different could be hers. Okay, so she kept staring at the young duckling and she kept wondering from where did this duckling come. Let's read this again. I can't understand how this ugly duckling can be one of mine, she said to herself, shaking her head as she looked at her last born. Okay, children, so we'll stop here. Till here we saw that there was a duck which had laid eggs and she sat on the eggs to hatch the eggs, right? Four ducklings came out which had yellow feathers and looked very normal. There was one big egg which took time to hatch, and when it finally came out, we saw that it looked strange. It looked different. Why? Because it had gray feathers. It looked different from the other ducklings, and Mother Duck was wondering from where did this duckling come, and she was wondering it could not be hers because it looked completely different. Right? Now we'll stop here and the rest will continue in our next session. But before that, I have some questions for you and you're going to answer and tell me, and let's see whether you all have followed what we have learned till here. Okay? Answer the following. How many eggs were there in the duck's nest? How many eggs were there in the duck's nest? Do you all remember how many eggs were there? Yes, there were 5 eggs in the duck's nest. Yes, the duck was sitting on 5 eggs. There were 5 eggs in the duck's nest. Let's go to the next question. Were all the eggs of the same size? Were all the eggs of the same size? Can you all remember? Were all the 5 eggs of the same size? No, right? They were not of the same size. One egg was bigger than the others. So what's the answer? No, all the eggs were not of the same size. One egg was bigger than the others. Let me repeat it. No, all the eggs were not of the same size. One egg was bigger than the others. Clear, children? I hope you all have followed everything till here. Let's move to the next question. Who said the following? Did I count the eggs incorrectly? Did I count the eggs incorrectly? Who said this? Who said this question? Did I count the eggs incorrectly? Yes. The mother duck said this to herself, right? When she saw that there were 5 eggs, 4 hatched and one had yet to hatch, one was yet to hatch, she wondered, did I count the eggs incorrectly? Yes. So mother duck said this to herself. Did I count the eggs incorrectly? This was said by the mother duck to herself. Okay, let's go to the next one. What was the color of the feathers of the strange looking duckling? Finally, when the 5th egg hatched and the duckling came out, it was looking strange, right? So, what was the color of the feathers of the strange looking duckling? Yes, the strange looking duckling had gray feathers. The strange looking duckling had gray feathers. The rest of the ducklings had yellow feathers, and this one was different. So, the strange looking duckling had gray feathers. Clear, children? I hope you all have followed everything till here. Yes. What was the story about? It was about a duck who had laid eggs. She had laid 4 eggs according to her, but then there was a 5th egg in her nest, and the duckling that came out of it was quite strange, looking different, and had gray feathers. Right? Now, what happens after this? Does the duck accept this duckling? How does the duckling feel? What does the duckling do? Is what we're going to see in our next session. Okay, so we're going to stop here for today. And children, as said earlier, I want you all to write down the new words, each word 3 times, and learn the new words. Okay, so bye for now. Sai Ram.